Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Book Brood, and welcome back to my category journey. We are on book number 6. So we're just chugging right along, having a good time. So, book number 6 is A Delicious Dilemma by Sera Taino. How I came across Sera was through Twitter, actually. She started following my category journey, and she had a book coming out. So I asked if she might be interested in wanting to be featured, and she said absolutely. So we are glad to have her, and this is going to be lots of fun. So, chapter 1, we have Val, and she is our heroine. She's going with her cousin Olivia to a dance club. It's kind of a neighborhood hangout that she hasn't been to for a while because she broke up with an ex who would go there too, and so just avoiding that whole mess, exes and all that drama. Everyone that usually goes to this neighborhood club is so happy to see her, and this is great. And there's a new guy that hasn't been there before, but he's friends with like a friend of a friend, kind of thing or whatever. A lot of people are introduced, but it's spaced properly so that you can keep track of them very well. And Val and Philip, who is this new guy, end up just having a great conversation, just connecting, things like that. Just really just on each other's level. Unfortunately, Philip doesn't dance, which is the poor guy. Like that's kind of a hard lesson to learn. Like that you look more stupid not dancing than you do dancing stupid. So I don't know. Hopefully by the end of the book he'll grow a little bit as a person and learn. So that's where we are in chapter 1. Already these characters are awesome. My favorite is Olivia. She's got some spice to her. We'll keep our eye on her, but great start to everything here. I can't wait to see where it's going. So I will check in after another chapter. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I just finished chapter 2 of A Delicious Dilemma by Sera Taino. So this followed Philip's point of view. Philip and Val, they're getting along great. But we do find out that Philip is the son of a businessman who is developing the whole neighborhood that Val and her family and just all her community are. They've been hired to rebuild this area. He already overheard Val talking about how she's worried and she's already, kind of in fighting mode because she's head of a fair housing initiative in the neighborhood. So she's ready for a battle with these developers, and he's like, oh my gosh, I really like this girl, but I'm this evil developer that's coming in to disrupt her neighborhood. So we have ourselves a situation here. Philip so far is just going to hide behind omission, but that we all know that can't last very long. So hopefully he approaches this in a grown-up and tactful way. I'm a little worried though. So we will just have to cross our fingers and hope for the best. So I will check in later. Hello, everyone. I've now finished chapter 3. This felt like Val, and it was the morning after the big, I guess it wasn't a date because they just met. So the big meeting, staying too late at the club, getting a ride home, having coffee till the sun rises, all that beautiful stuff. So it's the morning after the all-nighter, and we're following Val. She is late for work, even though she works just above the restaurant. She's hurrying down, but her family, especially her sister, are pretty understanding. But they give her a good ribbing about meeting someone and being up all night. So that was Olivia moving quick on the gossip chain there. So that's lovely. Olivia is great. I'm looking forward to much more of her. So we got an introduction to Val's family, the Navarros, and their restaurant, and how the neighborhood's changing, and how they're noticing that in the clientele. People that have been there for a while moving out of town because the developers bought them out, or they just decided to sell or move on because they didn't want to deal with whatever fight was coming. Because we know one's coming. Some texting back and forth, some text flirting. My goodness, like that. That flirting, I had to put the book down and blush a bit, fan my face, because they were, I mean, Philip could get pretty bold there, so props to him. Some calculated risk there, but I guess he's all about that. So I will check in after chapter 4. It's going great so far, and we'll see how much better it gets because I just know it is. Good morning, everyone. I finished chapter 4, and we got a look into the side of the business stuff with Philip and his relationship with his father, and he's got a bit of that. Never really felt recognized, so I'm going to follow my father in his career path to try and gain his favor and attention. He's got a bit of that going on, but he also is very talented in his own right as a designer and planner and things like that. So that's come through, and it's shown that he's got a bit of trouble standing up to his dad. But he did do that. But he seems a little uneasy about it. We got to know Etienne a little better too, and he is quite the character. The characters in this book are just fabulous. Everyone is so just just there. Like the personality for all of these people is just there right away. I can't exactly say what it is that Sera does to just bring these characters to life immediately, but she does. And it's awesome. It feels so natural, like you're part of this community. You're right there with everyone. So I did take a little bit of a peek into chapter 5, and it's the community meeting that Val's going to have, that she runs the fair housing initiative, and so they're going to have a meeting at the restaurant, and so looking forward to that now. And I will check in when we have some more progress. I have finished chapter 5, and we have realized in this community meeting that the owners of the building that the Navarro's restaurant is in is being sold. We kind of knew this was coming, but it's rough. So the Navarro family thinks they might have a plan, but it's going to take some working through. Still, Val does not know that Philip is Philip Wagner of Wagner Developments that's coming in to try and snatch up their building and tear it down and put up some swanky new thing. And so chapter 6 started, and they're on their first date after meeting. So it'd be first date, and it's at a fancy restaurant. I'll get into that later, but everything's going well. The tension is increasing. The rubber band's about to snap. Maybe. It's still early. We'll see. So I'm gonna see how flirty this date goes, and I will check in after. Oh boy. So I finished chapter 8. So chapters 6, 7, and 8 were all the second date that they had. So it went well for the most part. Val was a little overwhelmed with the extravagance of things, which is understandable. But for the most part, they had a good time. They were really, liking being near each other. Philip even asked her to dance, even though he's not that good at it, but good for him. He did it for her, so that's good. But then, boy, how the date ended. Well, we knew this was coming, so yeah, he revealed his secret. Things are rough right now, so it ended about as you could expect it would. So I was impressed that he did give her a chance to just he listened to her when she was speaking. So he was very good about just allowing her to be heard out and not trying to coerce her into anything. So good for him, but that sucks. We'll have to see where it goes. I will check in later. Hello, everyone. I've just finished chapter 9. This one followed Val while she is just distraught over this issue that's come up between her and Philip. It's such a non-starter. It's so huge. I can't even see how they get around this. This is such an impossible situation for them, and I'm a bit distraught myself because I don't know how they're going to get around this. So there's that, but a big part of this chapter was Val sits down with her brother Raffi and really kind of gets a a moment of being doted on that the oldest siblings and families probably don't get the to the degree that they should. And so that was really sweet. That was really sweet to see. Just more just great characters coming out of this story. Like everyone is so whole and complete and put together. It's like you feel like you're sitting next to them when you're reading this book. It is incredible. So I will be back when I've got some more progress, and maybe there'll be some light at the end of the tunnel here, and we can figure things out. I hope. Hello everyone. I just finished chapter 11. So the last few chapters were at the Wagner industrial complex or headquarters or wherever, and Philip notices that there's a protest outside, and he strangely has no idea why, but his father really shows his true colors as just a total grump. Anyway, he offers Philip the chance to just go deal with it. So Philip takes that, which good for him. And guess who's leading the protest? We all know who is. I hope I'm not giving too much away here. I am getting to the point where I'm going to have to start being vague, but there's some progress. Philip wants to act in good faith here. He doesn't want to be the bad guy, but Val doesn't really feel like she can trust him with good reason. So now they've reconnected, they've spoken, they're going to just try and take each other at their word for now, and Val has offered to show Philip around East Ward, the neighborhood. So we're gonna get the whole "so how long you two been together" stuff from all the gossips and everything. So it's gonna be fabulous. So I'll check in when we have some more to share. Hello everyone and welcome back. It's been a bit of time in real time since I have checked in. That is because we just got back from our annual trip to Diamond Lake that we go to on a weekend of the summer. That's nearby Crater Lake, so we always go up there and see the rim and everything, but mostly just have a good time with our family. So I got a little bit of reading done, but obviously didn't have time to film like a vlog or anything like that. And it was at a cell reception, so didn't post anything on Twitter. So I will hopefully be getting back to that. So where are we now? So I finished chapter 13, I believe, and so chapter 12 was Philip and Etienne. And Etienne was kind of firing him back up, being like, this is your chance to make things right, and don't mess it up, that kind of stuff. And then in chapter 13, Philip goes to meet Val for the tour of the neighborhood and everything. We got to meet Luke, who is Val's ex, and we don't need to meet him ever again. He can be far away forever. So we're about to get the Philip getting the neighborhood treatment. So I'm not sure what to expect. Whether people are going to berate him or whether they're going to be nice because Val's there, or if it's going to be a little bit of give and take there. People not quite sure what's going on. People ribbing Val about her boyfriend, things like that. We will see. I will check in after chapter 14 or whenever I decide to. All right. See you soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I just finished chapter 16, and we have some progress. Things are going well between Val and Philip for right now. Philip's going to try and escalate things a bit. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. This could be risky, what he's trying to do here. We'll see what happens. I hope things go well, but I could see someone in this situation, not Philip specifically, but someone in his orbit doing something that really upsets Val. So I hope that doesn't happen, but we will have to see. We also got to meet Philip's mother. She's a good foil to the character that his father is. So I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more of her. And so that's about all I can say for right now. I'm rounding out this book, so I'm going to try and finish today, get this vlog wrapped up, because release day is actually tomorrow for this book, as of right now, tomorrow. So I'm going to try and have the vlog up by then. So I will check in later. All right, so I just finished chapter 21, And so Val and Philip, they did their bigger thing, and it went pretty smoothly, so that was good. No big blowups there. But we did have a bit of a speed bump here, so some things happened. So Val's family, they were trying to figure something out to help, protect their business in this whole development situation. And she kept it from Philip, thinking that she didn't want him to have this tidbit of information. Well, it's come up. It's a thing now. It's an issue. So we don't know where things stand. So I will have to let you know. Well, I will let you know what I let you know after I finish the book. So I have 2 chapters and an epilogue left, and then I will round this thing out. So I will speak with you at the end of the book. All right, I have just finished A Delicious Dilemma by Sera. This was such a wonderful read. I can't believe this is a debut novel. This was really good. The interactions of the characters, everything felt so organic here. This felt like a community that was just like picked up off the street and put into this book. It was so good. The community itself was a character by the end of it, and I cannot wait for follow-ups to this. Pardon my pun here, but everyone in this book is a character. They have their personality just flowing to the surface with every interaction that they have, whether they're in it for one scene or they're the main character. Everything came around quite nicely too. There were some folks in here that you thought were pretty bad, but they had some good redeeming arcs that happened along the way. I had an absolute blast reading this book. Sera is an amazing author and just an amazing person. Had such a great time going back and forth on Twitter. It was just fabulous. So as of filming this, the book comes out officially tomorrow, August 24th, 2021. So find the links in the description down below. Get your copy today. I want to thank Harlequin, thank Mills and Boons, thank Sera, and everyone that's followed along with my category journey so far. If this has been your first time joining us, thank you and welcome. And we'll be moving right along to book 7. I can't believe we're on book 7 already. So announcements for that will be coming soon. So I hope you join us along the way, and I will see you in the next video, everyone.